To recap it, recapitulation is here. Meaning of constitution you have learned. Constitution is a set of laws, a body of fundamental rules according to which a country is governed. Actually, this constitution is made in India by the people, I mean by the representatives of the people. Since it is made by the people, so all the people of India are agreed upon these rules and regulations. So constitution not only is the body of fundamental rules, but also it contains the power and function of the various organs of government. You know what are the various organs of the government: legislative, executive, and judiciaries. These are the three important organs of the government. How they will work, how they will be formed, regarding all these information and process is mentioned in our constitution. So constitution is the body of fundamental rules and regulation according to which a country is governed. Now you have to know about the purpose. Actually, these purposes were highlighted in the previous classes in which you have studied. It has some purposes. For example, it defines the nature of country's political system. It fulfills the needs, requirements, and future aspiration and ideals of a country. It guards our national interest. It protects the minorities as well as deprived and depressed classes. So all these things we have learned. Today we are going to discuss the next topic, vision and values of Indian Constitution. Today's topic is vision and values of Indian Constitution. Here two terms are used, vision and the values. What do you mean by vision? Vision means the picture of your imagination. Whatever you imagine about anything, that pictures of thought, the pictures, whatever is in your mind, that is called vision. And values are the important behavior or ideals of the people. Actually, the constitution maker had some vision, pictures or imagination about our country and some strong feelings that guides our attitude, behaviors. So these were the values. So values and vision of Indian Constitution were reflected by the constitution makers in our constitution. They have some ideas, they had some imagination. They wanted to incorporate some qualities, values in our constitution. What were those values? What were those pictures or the vision? We will discuss, right? In short, you have to know their vision or values were to set up justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, right? Some values like sovereignty, democracy, equality, secularism. So they wanted to set up all these things. They wanted to provide all these things to Indians who were deprived from so many years under the British rule. Right? So this is called the vision and values of Indian Constitution. Now, according to your paragraphs or the information or facts given in your chapter, under the topic Vision and Values of Indian Constitution is that actually our constitution or the constitution of any country is the mirror of the feature and culture of the country. Actually, it reflects the important features, qualities, elements, culture and ethos. You know, ethos means the ideals or attitudes of a certain group of society or particular section of society. I mean, whatever the constitution we prepare, actually it is based on our belief, attitude, requirement, and values. Our constitution is written by a committee, by a constitution, by an assembly that is called Constituent Assembly. Here, according to your paragraphs, you should learn there is the difference in the formation or in making constitution between Indian constitution and the constitution of France, US, United Kingdom, England. You should learn what is the basic difference between the formation or constitution, between making the constitution of India and others. Actually, in France and United States, constitution was written after the political revolution, right? Political revolution means a change, a drastic change brought in the field of political status. Actually, United States of America was under the control of British. In 1776, Americans got independence from the British, and they wrote their own constitution, right? But the British constitution was not written in this way. Actually, it is the consequences of gradual change that took place in course of time in England. Actually, many tradition, customs, old faith and belief of the British is followed nowadays also as the rules and regulations, although these are not written in the Constitution of England. They followed it blindly. They followed it properly and with full heart, because by nature they are very close to their tradition. Actually, traditions and customs have been followed by them as their rule or law. They do not want to give up completely to their traditions as a part of their culture. But Indian constitution is something different to the US, UK and French constitution, because in US, after the revolution, it was written. The French people wrote their constitution after opposing their monarch, their king. They brought them under the control of constitution. But in India, it was written by discussing among many scholars under Constituent Assembly. In our country, a special committee was constituted to write the constitution, and that assembly, that committee is known as Constituent Assembly. If you want to know, if you are asked to say about the meaning of Constituent Assembly, very clearly you have to say Constituent Assembly was a committee formed by the elected representatives of Indians. Actually, Constituent Assembly was an assembly that was formed by indirectly elected representatives. This committee was formed to write the constitution for India. This is called Constituent Assembly, right? Its basic aim was to write the constitution because India became independent in 1947. There was no their own rules and regulation because India was guided or ruled by the British before 1947. In 1947, India was left by the British. So this was the responsibility of Indians to make the rules and regulation for the future. It is why they have to make constitution. They have to write rules and regulation to govern their country. It is why in 1946, Constituent Assembly was formed and it was assigned the duty to Constituent Assembly to make the constitution. Okay? So in this way, Constituent Assembly means the assembly that was formed by the indirectly elected representatives, and its basic aim was to write the constitution. This assembly was represented by all the people. Actually, all the people were given the share in the formation of constitution because the representatives who were the member of the Constituent Assembly used to represent to all the people of India. Most of the members of the Constituent Assembly represented different communities of India, like Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Anglo-Indians, Christians, Harijan, etc. So no one can say that their aspirations, their hopes, their needs, their requirements were overlooked by the constituent framer. Now, there were many popular and scholar leaders in that committee. They were the members of the committee. For example, Jawaharlal Nehru, Maulana Azad, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Sarojini Naidu, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, K.M. Munshi, J.P. Kripalani, C. Rajgopalachari, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, and so forth. They were very renowned persons and scholars in their own faculty, in own branches of their knowledge. They discuss deeply over each and every facts, and they, under the committee of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar's, drafting committee, all these were drafted. There were 15 female members also in the Constituent Assembly. Some of them were Sucheta Kripalani, Sarojini Naidu, Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, and so forth. In this way, females were also given place in the committee so that constitution could be written for all the people where the aspiration, hopes, requirements, everything should be completed properly in coming time, after implementation of the constitution. Now, some ideals are also included in our constitution, right? Here, ideals. What do you mean by ideals? Ideas having the perfect form, right? For which anyone want to or we want to achieve. I mean high ideas that we want to achieve in the practical form, that is called ideals. Some ideals are incorporated or included in our constitution. What were the ideals that was highlighted into our constitution? These are democracy, guarantee of justice, equality, freedom to all the people. These ideals are incorporated, included in our constitution. Here 2-3 terms are there that I have all said. For example, democracy. You know what is the meaning of democracy? Democracy is a form of government in which rulers are elected. Democracy is a form of government in which rulers or representatives of the people are elected. Now, it is based on the equality, fraternity, freedom, etc. Now, next is guarantee to justice. Actually, it gives the written assurance. It is compromise done with the people in written form, right? The justice is given. I mean, justice here, if you want to know about the justice, you see in the preamble. Now, one photograph I am going to upload. Here it is written, justice means social, economic and political justice. Justice in which all people can feel equal, feel that they are safe, they are not exploited by anyone. No one is doing some unwanted, illegal work with anyone. So this is called justice, where no one is allowed to suppress, to dominate, to exploit anyone. So this justice was incorporated. Next term is equality. Here you see again, equality means equality of status and proper opportunity. I mean, status here means position, rank. Equality says all the people of India are equal in the eyes of law. They should be equally treated in society by each and everyone. No one is upper and lower, no one is forward and backward. All have the equal status and they have the equal opportunities for their progress. Opportunities, their chances. Now, if they have the quality, qualification, they cannot be deprived to get jobs. They have right to avail their facilities as per their qualifications, right? And to promote among them all. Equality is promoted, highlighted among all the people. So these are the basic ideals, and these ideals are added in our constitution. Actually, all these qualities are really the gift of the vision and values of, these are the values, and this was the vision of the Indian constitution maker. So in this way, under this topic, you have learned what we mean by the vision. And you know, vision means a picture of our imagination. And values, some best qualities, right? Important behavior or ideals. So these values and vision were in the mind, this vision was in the mind of the constitution maker, and they added these basic values in our constitution. By whom it were added? These were added by the member of Constituent Assembly. What do you mean by Constituent Assembly? Constituent Assembly means an assembly which was formed by the indirectly elected people of India, and its basic aim was to write constitution, to constitute constitution for India. Who were the members of the Constituent Assembly? There were many scholars, many leaders of the then years. They were Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Maulana Azad, K.M. Munshi, C. Rajgopalachari, J.B. Kripalani, right? Pattabhi Sitaramaiya, Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, so and so forth. Now there were some female members. Who were the name any four members? They were Sachita Kripalani, Sarojini Naidu, Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, etc. Now, one student had asked me the question, what do you mean by fraternity? Fraternity means brotherhood. Fraternity means brotherhood. It means that we all are brothers. We all are equal in our society. There is no place of caste feeling or feeling of superiority and inferiority. So fraternity means brotherhood. Is it clear? Now these were the vision and values of Indian Constitution. Right? Integrated means integrate means integrity means unity, undivided portion, united, integrity, unity. Integrity means not separated, not divided. Now, next topic of our discussion is what? Preamble. Right? Preamble, here preamble is also reflected, page of preamble is also reflected here. So you should see it and learn. Actually, preamble means the beginning of Indian Constitution. As we know, our Indian Constitution is begin with the preamble. It is the starting portion. It is the beginning portion of our Constitution. So, if question comes to define, you have to define in this way. The preamble is an introduction to the Constitution. The preamble is an introduction to the Constitution, and it is not justiciable. Here, not justiciable means if anything that is in our Constitution is not implemented in proper way, actually you can't file the case. These are given the ideals to the government to follow, to implement, right? The government will continue to take attempts to make it in practice, to follow it properly, but it is not justiciable. You cannot go to the court against it. So the meaning or definition of preamble is what? The preamble is an introduction to the Constitution, and it is non-justiciable. Now, if question comes, write any three features of the Constitution, or you have to say three features of the preamble. Now, it is called Indian Constitution. The features of preamble is: first, it is an introduction to Indian Constitution or Constitution. Second, it includes political philosophy, aims and objectives, and basic purpose of Constitution. And third, it is the soul of the Indian Constitution. Sometimes it is called, someone said it, the mirror of Indian Constitution. Next, court takes help of this Constitution as a key, basic needs to interpret, to explain the Constitution. Here in this picture, you are seeing the objectives of preamble with a photograph of Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, the chairman of drafting committee. Right? Here, justice, liberty, equality, fraternity are the objectives of our preamble or of our Constitution. It is highlighted in this preamble. Now one has asked the question about sovereignty. What is the sovereignty? Sovereignty means supreme power. Sovereignty means supreme ruling power. Here, supreme ruling power means a power that is not influenced by the outer forces as well as the internal forces. For example, our government is ruling power, that is in the hand of the government, is free from any foreign control as well as the internal control. That is called sovereignty. Right? That is called sovereignty. So in this way, preamble's meaning and main features I have discussed. So these are very, very important questions that you have to know. Here, objectives of preamble is reflected on your screen. Provisions to all the citizens of India. First क्या है? A description of Indian state as sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. All these terms will come in our coming class. We will explain it because these are the salient features of our Constitution. And in next video or online class, I will discuss all these terms under the topic the features of Indian Constitution. But now also I am giving you some gist or hints in this regard. Sovereign power means, just I have discussed, sovereign power means supreme power that is not controlled by outer forces as well as the internal forces. For example, no any government can dictate Narendra Modi government or central government or state government to work as per their wish. Or neither any internal force, any terrorist group or any other group of people can pressurize the government to decide anything. Now we have 5 minutes. We will discuss. Now I am giving you this time to open discussion because